timeout at all there at the end? Because I think you had one left.
Yeah, I considered it and had the matchup that we liked, and they weren't necessarily set, so I want to give them a defensive sub, and Alpi had been having a favorable matchup there, obviously with 38 points, and drew a double team, got a shot.
At this point, I mean, he hadn't drawn double teams all game until that point. When you see someone not doubling him, does that change how your game plan progresses offensively?
I mean, somewhat, but I think regardless, we had it with 23 seconds in flow. Tried to go early. When he was at the top of the key, they bottled it up, and then we got him in the post. And so it's just feeling it out. If I didn't like what I saw, I would have called it.
Do you feel like your guys let up a little bit after the amend dunk, get a 15-point lead, I believe, with 4 minutes left? Was there a let up?
I don't know about that. I think more so than that, it was they hit some threes, but I think us in transition after makes, we struggled down the stretch. Guys trying to get back to matchups instead of just getting back and getting a man. So when we did score, it just kind of got up and down at the end when we had been much more stingy before that. And so, but more so than that, I think with 2:48 left, being up 10, the turnover started it, and they got loose on some threes and some drives. And then once we missed, they got out in transition. And so I don't know about the let up at the 15-point lead, but more so a little sloppiness at the end.
Did you start to feel it with them gaining confidence a little bit once they got it down to 7 or 5?
I mean, they were Alexander Walker hit a big three. Naz Reid got a rebound put back, just out-hustled 2 or 3 guys to that one, and then Edwards drove it in transition. And so I wouldn't say, of course, when someone starts to make a little bit of a run, you feel that, but our thing was more if we're getting the quality of shots that we're getting, and obviously we missed 2 free throws down the stretch, and so we did get to the basket and get fouled. You can combat that somewhat with some baskets or good shots. If we're not getting the shots we like, momentum starts to swing even more. So make a shot or 2, free throw obviously, but like I said, the lack of communication and transition is what really got them back in the game. Gotten some quick baskets off of our makes.
On those end of game sessions, do you usually have a timeout or no timeout philosophy, or do you just like to see how the play develops before?
Yeah, mine is I like to push it and see if they're not set and scrambling, and we have a favorable matchup, which Alperen on Randall had been working well, but if it's bottled up and I don't like what we have, obviously you have it in your back pocket, so I'm waiting and watching.
Could you feel like the pace, I guess, in that final 5 minutes kind of slowed down? How do you find the balance of, obviously wanting to play fast, but understanding that the game could get slowed down as it did?
Well, I mean, it's really about makes and misses, and if you get stops, you can run and continue to do what we're doing, which we, had some fast break points going, obviously in the first half, and somewhat in the second half we were getting stops, and so, no, we're not really trying to slow it down. If they're making it and making baskets, it obviously slows the pace naturally there, but still want to be aggressive, still get stops, get out and run, and more so our misses got them feel them on the transition in the second or last 4 minutes.
At the end of games, is there certain plays that in that situation when you don't call a timeout, is there certain plays that the team knows that they need to run, or is it kind of just depending on what they see on the court as they coming down?
It's really matchup based, and who has it going at that time. So we know some things that we like for certain guys. Alperen had been kind of getting loose from the high post area where they couldn't double him as much, and the one time he had it late there, obviously they got it out of his hands, and then we got him in the post. But we have packages for all the guys that based on who's going, and like you said, they didn't really double much in the post, and it's hard to double from the high post area, and got to kick out the Fred that they got a decent look.
Anything else?
Just wanted to say, obviously not in the loss, but game ball to Jonathan.
Thank you. Thank you.
27 years and one organization. Sorry, it's sour taste after this one, but career well done and off into the sunset. Enjoy.
I really appreciate it.
Yes,
Thanks. I really do.
Thank you.